Looking good, huh? Never thought I'll be able to do this. Never really thought. But I guess when there's a will, there's a way. We're back! Well, on the past videos, you've seen us do our electrical wiring, our generator, our installation of the AC. Now, we are on the installation, but today is day 2. On day 1, we did 1 bag of our installation, but we were just so tired we couldn't finish it.
Right.
We're halfway through, almost halfway through. We did learn a lot of things on the first day.
We did.
I learned on the first day that we did the installation, we need to have a game plan. You can't just buy insulation and then think that, hey, I'll just buy more if I need more, or I can just return this if I have an excess. You want to be as near as possible to the computation of how much material you have.
Need.
That's right. Especially in our situation, where the nearest store is like 45 minutes away, and sometimes these things are not readily available.
That's correct.
We have 2x4 studs. Most of the time we can see the thicker insulation available in the store. Sometimes they don't have a lot of these thinner ones. So we use the R13 because that's what's gonna fit on our studs. We had to buy it online because it was not that available in all the stores.
That's right.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe a lot of people are constructing or something.
Very possible. Very possible. They had a time where they were on back order and had to wait for the shipments to come in. So
that's right. And second thing, what did you learn on the first day?
On the first day, what I learned, it's easier said than done when putting in installation. Like my wife said, you have to plan it. Make sure you keep a marking utensil with you, because when you start putting that insulation in, you're not putting it in, stapling it down right away. You're making sure it fits well and you have all your ends covered, and wherever you need to make adjustments, you have that marked as well, because that could set you back.
Did you feel that it was harder than what you thought it was?
A little more complicated because of the complexity of the wiring through the walls. Because I did plan on the wiring through the walls, I didn't plan on that being a factor. Through some study, we learned how to get around that, especially the plugs and things on the wall. So it became a lot easier. I'm really looking forward to getting this completed today, because the learning curve yesterday, it was a little slow, but it speeded up really fast where we started really flying through it and putting them up.
A lot of people are saying, oh my God, you need to hire someone to do it. I binge on a lot of installation videos, techniques on how to get around wires, and I love those things. Jack doesn't like those things. He wants to go straight and down, but I like going into the nooks and crannies and really measuring things. So I actually found it easy. I was really on a high yesterday, going from stud to stud. We made some boo-boos on the first 2, but after that it was just game on. We already had a technique that we did. I was using the scaffold and going to the top, and then Jack will finish it up at the bottom. And then I go to the next one and then finish this up, go to the next one. I pre-cut it for him already because he doesn't like the cutting and the measuring thing. So I did it all for him. So all he needs to do is staple it at the bottom. So kind of learned that you need to have some good teamwork and have the role for each one. Another thing that we learned from day 1 is having the right tools.
That's correct.
And each tool, we found out, is unique to each person. There's no best tool for it, because it depends on what you like and what you prefer.
What you're comfortable with.
That's right. Make note, I did not say best tool. It's the right tool, because the tool is based on your preference and also how you work with it.
That's correct.
We prefer different tools. So tell them what you like.
I like the traditional hand stapler. It's nice, it's compact.
The manual one.
The manual, yes. You have to squeeze that trigger, you have to squeeze that handle in order to get a staple to come out of it. I love it. It's lightweight. You can hook it on your belt. Here's a belt hook right here. I can go anywhere with it. It's easy to use. I can store it away real quickly as well. But the other thing about it is I can easily misplace it if I don't remember where I stored it. So, but I like the bright yellow color, so I'd be looking for that wherever I put it. This is definitely the user's choice. This is for me a user's choice. I
really like squeezing.
I like squeezing
and dispensing.
I can get down low. I can use one finger to shoot out a staple. You do it sideways. See this?
So you can do it like that,
Yes,
and that's just one position.
In one position. The whole thing does not have to be flush. As long as the head is flush, I'm in good shape.
I do see where that would be useful, because when we were at the very bottom of the stud by the floor, tilting this over and being able to squeeze it like this and still staple it, that's perfect. Actually,
Yes.
that's a good point. Well, with me, I don't care what he says. This is my favorite because yes, it is bigger. Yes, it might be heavier. This one, there's also a belt clip for this one, but I think it's going to pull my pants down and probably not going to be a good thing. But what I like about this black thing right there, unless I press it on a flat, solid surface, it would not dispense. It's a really good safety mechanism that I love about this. If I was pushing it sideways at an angle, or I accidentally pointed it on an insulation instead of a stud, it wouldn't dispense for me. That's when I realized, oops, I was not on the stud, I was on the insulation, stapling the paper instead of the stud. This trigger, it would not squeeze. It did not allow me to dispense. That's what I like about it. Now, it's a bit bulky. I see your point, because you can flip it. This one, I think I can flip it, but it's still, you know, the headspace here, still a bit bulky. And also, well, I know it's heavy, but it was actually balanced on my hand, because this is heavy at the top, but this battery actually served as a counterbalance. My wrist was at the right angle. I really love it. At first I was worried that it would just make my wrist hurt, but it did not. I love it so much. This is now one of my favorite tools, and I'll probably be stapling a lot of things. If I can find a reason to staple, I will.
I bet you will.
Yeah.
But when you're working two people side by side,
yeah,
like we are, it's good to have a variety of different tools.
That's right.
That does the same job. Because she's working with one with the battery and I'm not. Now, you run short of batteries, only one of you can work.
That's true though.
Yeah. It's good to have an option.
I didn't have to charge it yesterday, but we only did half, so.
Yeah, that's true. And what do you guys think about this? Look at this. Huh?
And then also that other one, that's our favorite.
Oh, yeah, yes. I love that scaffold. Yes.
So, again, you know, you need to have a game plan.
Yes.
Number 2, you need to have teamwork.
Teamwork, right tools.
And then you have the right tools. But you can do it.
Yes.
If we can.
If we can do it, trust me, you can do it.
If we can do it, right? There is no reason why you can't.
No reason.
More importantly, if you make a mistake, it's okay. You can fix it. There's
That's
nothing that will be a permanent damage to it. Just pull it out. Don't make a big deal
Don't sweat
about
the
it.
small stuff.
Just enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey.
We have to finish this today,
yes,
because we're gonna go to the next step of
That's
our
right.
conversions. You guys, stay tuned.
That's right.
Don't leave. Stay there. Don't swipe away. Watch as we finish this installation, and then put in the comments below what you like about it,
Yes.
and other suggestions you have, because we enjoy all of the comments and suggestions. We've been learning a lot from you all. Don't forget to like and subscribe, smash that subscribe button and that notification button so that you will always be alerted every time we post a video about the updates on our tiny shed to cabin conversion.
That's right.
Don't sweat.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Stay in there.
Stay there.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Two bags. And so far, this is what we've done. And now we're done with all the full sizes. We're now going to start with the half
Custom.
and the thinner ones and the half ones that are, you know, around the window. So we're probably gonna use partial of this third bag, and that fourth bag we're gonna have to return it because we don't need it at all. So
About 4 to 5, 4.5, 5 is what we'll use now.
I think so. Now, a lot of cutting. Okay. Alright. So, we're gonna have to cut partials there. This other one is 10 inches wide, and the other one is 12 inches wide. We have some that are really thin, and I can use it for that one. So I can insert it on those really thin ones there. I don't know if you guys can see it. So, right there. I can probably insert it there. That's what we're gonna do. Woo! Looking good, huh? Right, guys? Never thought I'd be able to do this. Never really thought. But I guess when there's a will, there's a way. Alrighty. Let me get my scissors, because it's time to cut some insulation. We have one left, and then we're gonna be done. We're gonna just call it a day. Those that are wondering why we don't have lights right now, except for a small generator, because we did not take out our big generator today. We did not know, we did not expect to work this late, so we just got our small generator out.
Yes.
So we only have very limited lights here. We're going to return this because we don't need this full bag. We just need to add a little bit more to the top there, on top of the door, on top of the window, and that one more area there where there's an outlet. And we know we're going to have more than enough for the ceiling, so we're gonna use that. We're gonna use whatever we have in excess from the ceiling to those spots there, because they're all the thin bats anyway, which is like the 3.5 inch thick, so you will be fine. Ah, what a day! It's coming along. So that's
almost complete.
Insulation right here. That's the insulation of our tiny shed that we're turning into our tiny cabin. Vent that we're trying to see which one we're gonna use, the 6 inch or the 12 inch. Fit? It's not gonna fit, huh?
No, that big one won't fit.
It won't, huh? This is not gonna work, so we're gonna return the 12 inch vent, and we're going to just use the 6 inch. That would be that. See the difference? So we're going to have one at the front of the cabin. You see how we have those rafters, and we have this beam. We're going to close that off, and there's going to be like a pass through, like right that triangle there at the top. We're going to have a vent at the front, and then a vent here going to the back. Right now there's actually a small vent there right now. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're going to replace that with this. They call this static vents, or the gable roof vent. So this will be a pair of vents that will be placed at the front and at the back, so that there's an intake exhaust of air. Whether the wind is, or air is coming from the front or the back, that would get the hot air out. You would not feel muggy here. It's just really part of things that you don't even think about when you're trying to finish out the cabin. And somebody told us, hey, you need to make sure you have good ventilation. And when we look into our side soffits, it's not enough, and we also don't have any ridge vent, so we really just have to do the intake exhaust vent on the gable roof. Lots of things to consider, but we're learning every day. All right, time to close. shop.
Yes.
Alright, everything is locked up. Alright, well, insulation of the wall
We're
is
95% complete.
95% complete.
Yeah.
We just have one more, but we're gonna use the ceiling insulation for that one.
Yes.
We're gonna return the other big bag of insulation because we don't need 12 extra ones.
No
you know?
needing opening it for just one strip.
That's right. It was really tiring.
Very tiring today.
Yeah.
But satisfying too, because we're very close to being done with phase 1.
Yes. Next one will be
Ceiling.
And we're putting the vent also.
And the vents. Yes.
Alright, so see you on the next video.
Next video, guys.
Remember,
Like and subscribe.
And follow us as we
complete our shed to cabin transformation.
That's right. Calicuts go country.